Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. I've been asked to be a guest on your daily reflections, which is a real privilege, and I just wanted to share a couple of things that have been on my heart the last couple of months. And it's been a verse that's always been important to me, ever since I came to faith all those years ago, and it was on the Staging Psalm bracelets, which is John 10:10. And it says, "The thief has come to steal, kill and destroy, but I have come so they may have life and have it to the full." And the reason it's been on my heart for the last couple of months is just wondering whether it's still relevant, wondering whether it applies to this circumstance. And obviously the right answer is yes. But I think no matter how we feel about different politics, how we feel about the different restrictions that are being placed on us or locked down to, or the government's response to COVID, I think we'd all be in agreement that this isn't the kind of life we want. This life at the moment where the restrictions are being placed on us, this isn't how we ideally want to live. But as I say, that verse is as true now as it ever was. It's as relevant now as it ever was. And it got me thinking, what does life to the full look like even just now? What does that look like? And I guess when you read Acts and you see the way that the apostles were persecuted and the way that Paul was persecuted and put into jail and all the stuff he faced, that they still had that joy in their lives regardless. And that's what I'm thinking about at the moment. That's what I'm really reflecting on is how to still have that joy in probably the toughest circumstance we're ever going to have to face. And I guess in some ways it's an encouragement because it's a promise that Jesus made. It wasn't going to be a temporary thing. It isn't going to be a circumstance-based thing. It's a promise that Jesus made that if we come to him, we will have life to the full. And through the wisdom of Andy Chittick, that's something I've been praying over my days ever since we first met up at the start of August. Every morning I pray that God gives me life to the full, no matter what challenges we face that day, no matter how frustrating COVID is on that particular day and through these particular times, that we can still come to Jesus and have life to the full, which I think is amazing and is a real comfort to me. But I also want to think further than that. I want to think missionally as well, because although we're not allowed to necessarily do a lot of the stuff we're doing beforehand or have too much social contact, this is a real opportunity for us as Christians to offer that hope to other people. I think if you look at the news and put yourself in the shoes of people that don't have an eternal perspective or don't have a faith in their life, it must be so depressing. And it is quite depressing for us still as well. But people are looking for hope. People are desperate for some sort of hope, and the news isn't giving that to them. And unfortunately, the noises coming out of government and noises coming out of the news channels aren't making things any better at the moment. And people are crying out for the hope that we have. And a couple of verses before John 10:10, Jesus described himself as the gate for the sheep. And I think that's something that can be real for us at the moment, and can be real for many people, even though we're not allowed to have contact with them, not allowed to do the stuff we've been doing, but we can still point people to Jesus. We can still point people to the gate that leads them to life to the full. People are starting to see the world as what it is, broken, a flawed place, and this virus is taking away everything they value in life and is threatening to take away life in general. So to contrast that and say that actually we have the answer, we have hope that brings us life to the full, is a real powerful tool. It's a real powerful message that we can give to people. And that's, again, an encouragement that I want to give to people, to not lose hope in this time for ourselves, but also for how we can be missional. Because people are crying out for hope, the hope that we have. And my encouragement to you guys would be to believe that over your own days and to pray that over your own days, that you can experience life to the full, but also share that with others. Share with others that Jesus is the gate to life, that even though COVID might be threatening life as we know it and life in general at the moment, we know of a God who provides life to the full. I hope that's encouragement to you today. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Speak soon.